Hello, it's Steve with Desert Dwellers, and we're going to be looking at some holsters today. Alright, now yes, you're carrying a gun or you bought a gun and you want to carry it. So what kind of holster should you get? Well, again, what are you going to be doing with it? We're going to start off with this little Uncle Mike pocket holster. Now this fits the little Ruger LCP, as you can see, slips right in there. And then when you put it in your pocket, it kind of holds the gun in an upright position. Not too bad. Works pretty good. Has some nice padding on it, very inexpensive. Now I also have, for my LCP, a little Uncle Mike's inside the waistband holster. Again, it just slips in, has a little belt clip here, little thing that keeps the gun from touching your skin so the salts and oils from your skin doesn't get on the gun. Not that most modern guns ain't going to bother it anyway. Not too bad, works good, holds the gun pretty decently, and again, the Uncle Mike's are fairly inexpensive and quite durable. Alrighty, now, those are for the small guns. Now, my little bit bigger gun, my car, I got this larger, I believe this is a Galco. I forgot now. Anyway, and you can see it's a little pocket holster. It has this big piece here. So when it's fit into a bigger pocket, it still keeps the gun in an upright position. I used to wear this a number of years ago. I had this nice denim jacket with a little pocket lining thing inside there, and it slipped perfectly in there and kept it perfect. Just loved it. Can also, again, Uncle Mike's, this is a larger inside the waistband holster. Again, it's just kind of a sleeve, belt clip right here, slip it in, protects the gun. But now Uncle Mike's is kind of what's called a generic holster. So of course it sits my car in there, but also the larger EA Witness, the CZ75 style gun there, which is the 40. The 9mm TriStar, it holds pretty good. A 1911 style. Starts getting a little sloppy because of the longer barrel on that one. But as you can see, it will work for multiple different guns. So sometimes these generic type holsters are pretty good if you have a bunch of different guns and you don't want to spend a lot on two holsters. So that's another way of going. Alrighty, moving on. For my XD, where's my XD? Now this one has a wide frame on it, so you kind of got to get a holster built for that. And I got this little Yaki belt slide thing. Has a belt loop here and then here, so keeps it from wobbling too much. It has a really tight fit on it. I don't carry my XDM very much, but when I do, this is the holster I carry it in for the most part. Alright, now we got here the 1911 style 22 caliber. Now this is the same shape and size of a 45, but it does have the light rail. So if you have the 1911 with the light rail, you're going to be limited to what holsters you can get. The only thing I found that I even remotely like was this Fobis, the plastic holster. Fits pretty good. Most 45s just have the rounded dust cover here on the bottom. But this is also, this holster is what they call a paddle holster. You can see it has this paddle that you don't have to run your belt through it. You can, but you can also just slip it over your belt too. I have a brother, he actually loves paddles, uses them all the time. Okay, next holster. Now this is an old Triple K brand. When I bought the PT 101 off my brother here last month, this holster came with it, and it's just a simple one loop belt holster for the hip. Does have the thumb snap for securing it a little bit. It's not a bad holster. As you can see, the bottom of the gun kind of sticks out here, which is not a big deal, you know, but thumb breaks real easy on it. And it's been molded into this holster, and this gun has been mated for a lot of years, so it works pretty good. However, I also got here, this is a Ross belt slide, and it's actually for the Beretta 92, which is the same as this roughly, and It has a little bit wider belt loops here, so it holds a little bit better, I think. Obviously no thumb strap on it, so it's just a pull. And I've had this holster for going on 10 years now. Why? Because the CZ style guns fit in it just fine, as you can see. Even my smaller, lighter car will slip into that. Sometimes if I'm wearing this holster, I can put a car. It has a little wobble to it, but I'm not running marathons. I'm not even going to run. I'm too old to be running anymore. Even a 1911 fits in it pretty good. So again, this one holster covers a bunch of guns. So now this one I picked up a few months ago, and it's a K brand. Can't even read it. Anyway, this is designed for the CZ75s. They're very highly molded, if you can see that. And I bought it when I was carrying my 40 here last winter a lot. I wanted something with a thumb strap for when I am popping around. You can see it gives you a nice kind of kilt forward on it. Your belt's going to be like that. It's kind of angled that way. Thumb breaks real easy. Pulls. Still haven't quite broken this one in yet. But it is adjustable with where you can put your thumb strap, so if your gun's a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. Not a bad holster. Again, the TriStar being basically the same shape and size, because it's a CZ clone. Fits in it perfectly also. But try to get the XD in it, and it ain't gonna fit. So same with the Taurus, which is in the bred in 92 style. They're just too big for this holster. So now this one, this is the same brand, K something. This is what's called a SOB, smaller back holster. As you can see, you got a belt loop here, belt loop here. Let me get my finger in there. You can here, and that's how you can carry it there. Or if you want to, you can run a belt loop through here and a belt loop through here to carry it more upright. Has a extra padding strap right through here to make it tighter right here for when you're carrying it smaller back. Again, this is for the CZ size gun. So when you put it in, you're going to be carrying it basically like this, literally in the small of your back, right there. So I've had a couple SOB holsters over the years. They're okay if you're going to be walking and you don't want nothing bouncing right here on your hips. So it's back here kind of out of the way. But remember, there is things when you're trying to sit down. I was once at a store, this is back in the late 90s, and I'm carrying my 45 in one of these style holsters, and I bit down, it's wintertime, so I got this heavy jacket on. Down on the bottom shelf, came back up and realized that my coat had snagged right on the handle of the gun. And so I show my gun to the world, and coat's looking like, something out of a comedy show. Okay. Another holster. Now this is a Bob Murnickel here in Fernley. Now I had to get this one custom made for my EA Witness Elite. Now he actually used the mold for a CZ75P01 to make it fit because of the light rail on it. This is the only gun I put in it, and I only really take it out when I'm on the ranges. Okay, so now we're going to go into some more weirder and fancy stuff. Now these here, as you can see them, these are called Versa carries. Now the yellow denotes 389 millimeter. The 40, or the red is 40. They make one for the 45, but since I don't have a 45, I never bought one. A Versa carry, I do use it once in a while, is piece of plastic, has a little belt loop part here. It's designed to fit inside the pants without all the extra bulk of a holster with the inside and outside layer. So now here's where it kind of gets a little iffy, and I'm not overly sold on the product, but the insert, the colored insert, actually slips inside your barrel. Yeah. You don't want to be pulling the trigger on that. And sometimes they can be a little stiff coming out when they're not broken in all the way. See what I mean? So if you're having issues, and this car actually has always had a tight fit with these. See? That's why I actually use the 9mm more often. In fact, I use this one. I use a 9mm insert into the barrel, and it pops off much easier. Plus size for these, yes, less bulk, less weight. Bad things, you need a strong, stiff belt to lock here. Otherwise, it comes out with your gun, doesn't do you no good. Second bad thing, if you do draw your gun, and the VersaCarry does stick where it belongs, which is usually what happens, but you're not going to reholster that gun unless you pull this out, put it back together, and then slip it back in. It's not reholsterable while it's stuck in your pants. And even trying to pull this out, I find that this usually snags on my boxers, so it's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. So even though I got 4 of them, because they're not that expensive, I don't really use them that often. A couple other little things we're going to talk about. Now I got several of these little guys. All they are ankle holsters. Now, basically you're going to put a smaller gun in it, and it has a little strap that goes over it to hold it in place, like such. This part will go around your ankle, holding the gun. Usually you would put the gun on the inside, and then this particular model actually has a little farther strap, a little stretchy thing, and this goes up over the calf to help hold the gun in upright position. Even though I got several because they are usually inexpensive, I don't use them that often. Ruger actually, for this LCP, you see the Ruger brand, has this little carrying case here, fits in, but here it is, been in the holster bin. Now another one that I carry, and I got several fanny packs depending on what gun I carry. This is for my largers, XDM, put it in. Now they actually make fanny packs that have a little holster in it and stuff. I find them to be a little bit more expensive. Maybe I'm just too cheap to go for that because I don't wear the fanny pack very often unless I want to carry a big gun and it's hot and I don't want to carry all the overshirts. But I will carry a fanny pack every so often. Is it a quick draw? No, it is not. You got to get that zipper done. You got to get your hand on that gun, get it out. The ones that have the built-in holsters, they have quicker little releases and stuff. But with practice, you can use these things pretty good. I've used them for years. They're not bad. Then after holsters, of course, we got a few magazine carriers. Now, I bought these two together, as you can see. These will carry a double stacked magazine, 9mm 40. This one pretty much the same. This is just a plastic single one. I pick up stuff all the time. This I picked up years ago. This is Uncle Mike's. Again, it will carry most double stacked magazines. I really don't have anything for single stack magazines. Actually, it needs a bigger magazine for that. I think I got this for the XDM, which is really wide, and they hold pretty secured. So, and then I still have these old camouflage. They have the little Alice clip thing on the back, very soft. Put a magazine in, come around, has a little button thing. If you're walking around in the field, you wouldn't want to carry this really on the street. It's too slow, too floppy. Yeah, this is this. It was a $2 thing. I got like 3 of them from the gun show years ago. Just keep them in a bucket. I hardly ever really use them. But those are some of the holsters that I use. Next video we're going to be doing the shoulder rigs, which I have like 4 of them for these, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment sections. Keep watching the channel. Subscribe to it. I thank you for watching today, and have a good day.